I'm Nathan Kirk for Square Circle Boxing, and I'm joined here on my left by David Wainwright. He's got many roles, one being, what, legend?
I'm not so sure about that.
Legendary haircut. It's a bit of a strange one, really, on a small horse show. We've got Fonz Alexander, very experienced fighter. You know, he's been on the road a lot, against another away corner fighter. Both of these guys away corner fighters, but I know much more about Fonz because we see him a lot, and he's actually a very, very good boxer. And jab straight in with the big right hooks. I think this would be a really good fight because not many people see an away corner fighter come in to compete.
No, it's an very intriguing contest, and one I'm really looking forward to.
Well, you can see there, I mean, both lads are pretty much toe to toe already. These guys do 4, 6 and 8 rounders almost all the time, you know, like we saw Fonz last week at Rotherham at Magna Arena.
And it's like you said, for these lads, it's a living possibly more lucrative than...
But I think Carl Greaves Promotions, you know, Carl Greaves is putting this show on today. The Fonz is under Carl Greaves, isn't he? You know, and
yes.
I think people get used to seeing him now, and he's actually built up quite a little following.
No, that's right, exactly. And a lovely lad as well.
Well, it's pretty tough to call because they're sort of both going for it, aren't they?
No, that's right.
I think, honestly, I think this will be one of the most entertaining fights tonight. It's got potential to be anyway.
Yeah, they're both going for it because the pressure's off.
I mean, a lot of home corner boys that might be 3 or 4 and 0 will take these guys very lightly. But these guys can switch it on.
No, that's right.
One's on the corner there, and he can all fighting his way out, using the shoulder experience there. You can see the seasoned experience sort of slipping in and out of trouble. It's really weird to see them like offensively because I'm used to seeing them quite defensively.
Yes.
But there's some big shots been thrown in the first round. I can see Carl Greaves on the left there having a little smile and just enjoying the fight. I'm currently tucking into a curry provided by Carl Greaves. It's quite nice.
Yeah, the food has been delightful.
Oh, big right hand again, right on the ear. You don't want that on your table, you know, starts to disorientate you, especially if you get a perforated eardrum. It can really put you off your stride. Ooh. And Williams comes back with a counter to the ear as well. It's lick for lick here. Well, what? Something that we typically see with away corner fighters. Fonz is usually followed around by Andrew Lowe, who corners him, wraps his hand. He's managed by Carl Greaves. But in his corner, we've got 2 guys from. You've got Richard Wheeldon, and I can't remember the other guy's name now. I feel really bad. But they've come over from Skegby. They've got professionals and amateur boxers. They look after Ellis Machin. And they're doing the corner tonight for Fonz. This is something you see quite often. It's strange because they don't really know the fighter, but he's had that many fights. It's just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Big body shots.
He's definitely applying a lot of pressure to Duck Boy.
I mean, I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone, but some of these shots are really slapping in. Nice right hand landed by Williams, aka Duck Boy. I'm not sure what that's about.
If anybody would care to share with us why Michael Williams is called Duck Boy, that would be great.
Well, he's certainly not ducking many of these shots. Very tight guard, Williams. When he's on the ropes, he shuts up shop, elbows in, chin down. But I feel that Fonz is slightly busier, slightly landing cleaner shots for me.
Yeah, he's definitely the busier fighter so far.
And a nice left hook there on the way back. I don't know if you can see from here, but Williams' ear, it's very red. I don't even know if it's bleeding. It is bleeding.
Yes, it is bleeding.
There's blood from the left ear of Williams.
Right,
and as I said earlier, he clapped him with a shot, and I was saying about perforated eardrums. Williams is actually quite... Bleeding from the ears is never a good thing. I'm wondering if we maybe start to see a little bit of medical intervention, maybe with a bit of blood to the ear, but we'll see. These guys are durable. They fight most weeks.
Yeah, Duck Boy's goal is to get to 100 fights, like Fonz has succeeded. And I know from when I spoke to Fonz back in Stoke back in June, Fonz is aiming to get to 200 fights.
I've just looked over at the medical table. We've got Chris Was, and he doesn't look concerned about the ear. Just steady eye on the job.
And to be fair, the medics are enjoying the action as much as we are.
Well, yeah, I bumped into these guys at the Motorpoint Arena, and they were watching the...
Yeah, this way.
Yeah, because we face that way sometimes.
Yeah.
So we've just been told we've been muted in between rounds. Some of my best work's been in the middle of them rounds, And
at least it gives you a chance for me to rest my voice and you to eat.
Yeah, I have been singing a bit of Elvis. You missed a treat there, guys. A nice right hand landed there from Duck Boy Williams. Overhand looping right onto... He's trying it, you can hear those body shots.
Yeah.
It's toe to toe, isn't it?
Yeah.
For me, Fonz has been slightly cleaner and slightly busier.
Yes.
In both rounds.
Yeah.
Well, much cleaner and slightly busier. So for me, 2 rounds up for Fonz.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
There's a bit of noise in the crowd for Fonz as well, so it helps when you land a shot and you hear everyone cheer that, and then when the other opponent lands and there's no cheer, I think sometimes subconsciously it might sway some people's opinions. Oh, lovely clubbing right hand from Fonz there. Landed on the glove, but he'll still be feeling that. There's not a lot in Williams' punches now.
No, he's seems to be
faded, yeah. And Fonz, tidy work, look. Tap, tap, bang.
He's just keeping it nice and simple.
Well, this is Fonz's 107th fight tonight. He's won 6 so far, and out of those 6 he's won, 4 of them are knockout. So he's a puncher. He's been stopped 4 times in 100 losses, which is not a lot at all. He's fought some of the best. He's been out there and fought some really big names.
Williams is also struggling to avoid.
You can see Williams' right eye slightly, I don't know if it's slightly opening, I don't know if it's bruised, but if Fonz can keep on that, it might open him up a little bit, because it's certainly marked up, and then on top of that his ear's bleeding, so if I was Fonz I'd be throwing that right hand a lot. Look at his ear, look, red raw.
But as you said, the medics aren't overly concerned. The referees.
A very entertaining fight, though. I mean, if every fight tonight was as competitive as this, we'll be in for a real treat.
Hats off to Cole for putting the 2 lads together, I would say.
Yeah, he wouldn't have made any. The promotion label wouldn't be making much money from the bout itself. But it's a very entertaining fight to be watching, and what a way to open a show.
So I think sometimes there's a bit of it.
Well, I've got Fonz 3 rounds up here, but you know, Williams has come out very competitively. He's landed some lovely shots himself, But Fonz is here to let people know, look, I can compete.
But like you said, Williams came flying out, but he's on the back foot again. They're both going for it. Williams knows he needs a knockout, so he needs a stoppage for it to stand any chance of winning. But that leaves him vulnerable to some of these heavy punches from Fonz as well.
Well, I'm just sort of just watching and enjoying myself, really. I think there'll be a lot of people here that aren't here for these guys tonight. They'll be watching this and very entertained.
Williams caught Fonz then with a lovely right hand.
Yeah, he has had a bit of success with that right hand. Just doesn't throw it off enough and he doesn't set it up very well yet. Oh, left hook and a right hook landed there by the Boom. Again, Williams still competitive till the end there. Still going for it, still having a go. Toe to toe again though, look, both lads toe to toe and throwing. Really good to see that, really good to see.
There's a bit of blood coming from Fonz's nose.
I'm sure he's no stranger to a nosebleed. If you've had 107 fights and not had a nosebleed, I'd be surprised. Maybe. Oh, lovely right hand landed there. What a shot. But again, he didn't follow it up. He should have followed that up with a left hook to the head or something, or maybe punch it to the back of the head there from Williams. That's a bit naughty.
Surprised that Williams hasn't persisted with using the right hand because he's had done quite a bit of damage to Fonz with it.
The problem is, I think because he's used to sort of like being defensive, when he lands those shots, he doesn't follow it. Oh, crushing left hook to the body for Fonz. I think Fonz maybe a little bit hurt there. What a shot, I heard that from here. Oh, Williams coming back there.
The right hand again.
Oh, another right hook landed from Williams. I tell you what, some big shots landed here. They're putting their waist into it and everything. Oh, Fonz a bit annoyed there, throwing straight after the break. Look at these hooks, he's putting his entire waist into that. Oh, lovely left hook, just caught by Williams there on the glove. How are we doing? Fonz. Well, if you just stand here for me. Right, you got yourself another win, your 7th win. How do you want me to take your gum shoot? Are you alright?
I'm alright, it's alright. I'm knackered. I'll be honest, like normally I go away fighting every weekend and they probably give a good 89% of me. But tonight I just put fuck it, I'm going to give it everything. As you can see, I'm fucking blown out my arse. It took a lot. He come for the win, I come for the win. It's a good mate of mine. He actually used to beat me in sparring. So I just knew I had to bring out the bag tonight.
Well, I was saying before to David, this is David by the way, saying it's strange to see you in a competitive situation, but what an entertaining fight for the crowd. But it's very rare that you'll get someone in the away corner that gets an opportunity to be competitive. The shots from the very first moment were meaningful.
Yeah, I knew straight away I had to go. Like normally I'm in like first gear for the whole fight, but I had to get in there quick, put the work on because I know he's fit, he's able, and it was like the last couple of rounds that were going to be really crucial with both of us going for it, which you could see it was. It got to the point where I was taking shots, I was thinking, fucking hell, but like I said, just kept through it, kept throwing punches.
It was very good. I mean, I said to David, I can see it being 40-36 because I feel like you edged every round. You were cleaner and busier. But Williams was he was landing some really good right hooks.
He was,
He just didn't follow them up. But David actually called the result a bit better than I did.
I thought it was 39-37, but you'd easily won the fight anyway.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the result I got, and like I say, it's put a little spark back into me. So the next couple of lads, man, I'll try and get a bit more into training and try to do a little bit more.
What's your Instagram?
Fonz Alexander. No, actually, it's Alexander_John_Anderson. But you'll see me all my travel photos on there. Nothing to do with boxing.
Yeah.
Just the trips away. Yeah.
Well, listen, well done. It's really nice seeing you in a competitive fight. That guy's got a bleeding ear, so like, let's hope he's all right. But well done.
I'll tell you, he can punch too.